Lieutenant Paul Vance is a spokesperson for the Connecticut State Police. Lieutenant George Cinco is with the Newtown Police Department. Gentlemen, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
It's impossible to even comprehend what went on inside that school. Can you just give me a sense, though, Lieutenant Vance, for what the first responders dealt with as they arrived on the scene?
Well, the first responders responded in a crucial, critical, immediate manner. And by that I mean the minute they ended up on the tarmac of the school, they performed what we call an active shooter rescue. They entered the building in teams, and their efforts were to encounter the gunman, stop the firing, and rescue as many people as they can. And they did a stellar job rescuing many staff members, many students, but unfortunately came upon the devastation that they found within.
Had the shooting stopped by the time they arrived, or did it go on for much longer?
When they arrived, short time thereafter, it ceased. They were able to search the building, every crack, every crevice, every door, to ensure that they rescued as many people as possible and did everything they could to encounter the shooter immediately.
Lieutenant Cinco, according to some new security procedures at the school, the front door or the doors would have been locked at 9:30. Anyone trying to enter that school would have had to have been buzzed in through one of those security doors. Do we know how this shooter managed to get inside?
It appears that he shattered the glass adjacent to the doors to enter the building. It's one of the things we're still looking into.
And is there anything you can tell us this morning, new information based on interviews with family members as to a possible motive for the shooting?
At this time, we're still looking into that. As Lieutenant Vance said, it's a very complex investigation. We have many avenues to look into. We have a mountain of evidence, both physical and forensic, and obviously we're not going to leave any stone unturned.
We're standing here this morning in front of the firehouse that was used as a site of reunions, and it also was a scene of heartbreak. Can you give us a sense for what was going on inside this building yesterday, late morning and early afternoon?
Well, as you can imagine, it was chaos, devastation. This is the kind of thing that no one should ever have to go through. No one ever thinks it's going to happen in their community, and we certainly never thought that this would happen here.
The parents who were asked to identify their children who had been killed, was that process accomplished simply with photographs? Were any parents taken inside that school?
No. At no time was anyone brought inside to the school. State police detectives secured that facility and kept it secure all during the identification process as well as the investigatory process. The building is still under state police guard, and state police detectives are still processing and working inside that building for the next, at least next day or two.
And let me just end by saying, the members of your staffs have probably seen a lot of things in their careers, but probably nothing like this. How are they being dealt with in terms of their emotional well-being this morning?
We have employee assistance counselors that have been on scene since the inception yesterday for all troopers, all first responders, EMS, fire personnel, Newtown police officers. It certainly is a travesty. It's a scene that no one should have to encounter. But again, our hearts are broken for the families of these victims, and it take a long time for that tear to heal.
And our best to the families, and of course to the families of your first responders as well. Lieutenant Paul Vance and Lieutenant George Cinco, thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you.